Friday night, you know what that means. It's Jerky night. This is the 27th episode, so this is the first episode of our second year of doing this series. And tonight we're going to be making Taj Mahal jerky. The ingredients for that include 5 teaspoons of salt, 5 teaspoons of black pepper, 3 teaspoons of curry powder, 4 garlic cloves pressed, 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon, 3 teaspoons of ground ginger, 1/4 teaspoon of ground cloves, and 1 cup of cream sherry. That's right, got a little bit of alcohol. I've never had cream sherry and used it for anything before, and I was curious about it. I had to go to the liquor store and buy it. It's 18% alcohol by volume, so that's pretty potent. Also, the guy says you can drink it, so we're going to try some of that too. In the meantime, though, we did get a nice eye-round steak, so we are doing really good on our meat, but we need to go ahead and cut that up. So let's go ahead and get that started right now. All right, we got the meat ready. Let's go ahead and get the slicer out and go ahead and get this cut up. The meat's cut up. Only a few pieces with a little bit of gristle in it. Looked like a very good cut. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to clean those pieces that do have gristle in them, and we're going to throw them in the Snugtopia. Basically, with the way the recipe looks, we are going to get to use the Snugtopia tonight, so we're pretty excited about that. So let's go ahead and get the gristle cut up and cleaned up and get this part done so we can get on to the marinade. Alright, there we have it. Got a really good batch out of this. So let's go ahead and do a little cleanup here, and then we'll start making the marinade. Alright, we are going to go ahead and mix the marinade up in the green bowl, but it's going to fit in the Snugtopia with no problem, but I need a bigger space to mix this for right now. So let's start at the top. 5 teaspoons of salt. For 2 pounds, that's going to be 10 teaspoons, which is 3 1/3 tablespoons. So let's start there. And next is 5 teaspoons of black pepper. Again, 3 1/3 tablespoons. Three teaspoons of curry powder. Total of 6 teaspoons, which is basically 2 tablespoons. Alright, 4 garlic cloves pressed. Now I went ahead and pre-purchased some peeled garlic, so we're just going to press these. There's only 7 in here. I was supposed to have 8. I think 7 is going to be fine. One-half teaspoon of cinnamon, so 1 teaspoon. Three teaspoons of ground ginger, so that makes about 2 tablespoons. This is a fairly expensive marinade. I hope it's good. So 1/4 teaspoon of ground cloves, so that makes a half. And 2 cups of cream sherry. % alcohol. 2 cups in there. I wouldn't recommend it. All right. Go ahead and whisk this, and we'll, I guess, dump it in the Snugtopia and get this party started. And really give it a good stir. A lot of dry goods here. All right, here we go. Like a glove. All right, in the Snugtopia. All right, now into the fridge, and I guess we'll see you tomorrow. Load up that dehydrator and see how this turns out. I'm curious. We'll see soon enough. All right, be back tomorrow. Hey, it's Saturday morning, and we're getting ready to put the jerky on the dehydrator. You'll have to forgive the COVID hair. I need to go get a haircut, but hopefully that will not be a thing much longer because I think we're all scheduled to get the vaccination here, so hopefully that'll get done quickly. I did open this batch up, and it is pungent. I will say that. We're going to go ahead and put this through the strainer, and then we'll get on with loading this up into the dehydrator. All right, pungent and thick. Well, let's get this loaded up. Alright, there we have it. Fit 5 trays perfectly. I was a little worried there when we got about halfway through that we were going to run out of space, but it was perfect. So let's go ahead and crank this up and see how it turns out. The meat cuts look amazing, so I think this is going to be good in that aspect anyway. We'll see how the flavor is when this is done in a few hours. We'll see you then. All right, it's been about 3 hours. We're going to go ahead and rotate these trays and keep this thing humming. The curry is really showing up on the as a coating on the meat itself, and I will tell you, the house actually smells like curry from end to end. So this is a recipe for people who like curry. I don't, but oftentimes also with this particular marinade, the curry is very muted once you actually taste it. It's just sort of aromatic because it's being blown around by the dehydrator. So let's go ahead and continue for another hour, maybe 2, and we'll give this a try. Alright, I think it's done. It's very aromatic and clearly covered in curry. We're going to, I guess, give it a shot. Here we go, Taj Mahal jerky. The meat is tender as always. As expected, a very strong curry flavor. But the pepper comes on really strong at the end as well. I think it's actually pretty good. Not my best, but pretty good. I'm going to give it, I guess, maybe an 8.5, I think. Alright, well, there you go. Taj Mahal jerky. See you next time.